Well, hi everybody. Well, it's been a while, but today I want to talk about servicing and maintenance of your Ducati. Any Ducati, I suppose, but I'm talking about a Scrambler here. Now, my bike's come out of warranty now, and it's due a second year, I suppose, just over a second year service. So I was in touch with the local Ducati dealership for a service, and it turns out they're looking for £200. I phoned around anything from £240 to £200 for essentially an oil change. Now they don't sell it that way. They tell you that they're going to do a service light reset and software update, and then after that it's all checks. Now these sort of checks I think you should be doing yourself. I've got a scheduled maintenance sheet here, so it shows you every item that would need to be checked or changed. Now I've decided now that because I've worked on bikes and cars a bit, so I've done valve clearance checks, I've done cam belts, so I've done these sort of things, and I've been working on this Moto Guzzi of mine for quite a while, bringing that back to this condition you see here today. Very nice. And for some reason, when it comes to Ducatis, everyone seems to be scared to death about tackling jobs, including me, for some reason. I have no idea why. So I've decided enough's enough, because the service after this oil service is the big one, and I was quoted £800. Now, £800 for a valve clearance check, possible shim change, or 2 rubber belts. And I don't even think that's the belt change. That's a separate, because the way I see it, it breaks down to 3 types of service. You have the regular oil change service, you have the valve desmo check, and then you have the timing belt change. Now, £800. Now, you're talking 15% of the value of the vehicle for a service. Can you imagine for a minute if you brought your car in for a service and they would want £3,500 for a service? you would drive away. Anyway, I've decided that I'm going to do the service myself. For example, here I picked up the recommended oil for the Ducati here, and I picked up a filter here, and this came to, I think it was £34 for the oil. But it came as a service kit, so I've actually gone the whole way, and I'm changing the plugs over here, and it also came with an air filter. So I'm going to do the whole thing, and this whole lot came to under £60. So that's a massive saving. Now, we did say at the beginning there was a service light and software update. Well, I did find another dealer who's prepared to do the service light and software update for £45. So even with this £60 and £45, you're still under £100. Bearing in mind, they were not doing that bit. They were only doing oil and filter. I've included. So if you're doing oil and filter, it would come to, what did we say here, 34, 35 plus 45, £80. So from 200, £120 saving. Yeah, that's the way I'm going to be going, and I'm going to be looking into service lights, as I know there are some ways of resetting these yourself. But the problem I have is I don't have a PC. I have a MacBook, and they don't seem to be compatible with MacBooks at the moment. So unless I can get hold of a cheap PC laptop, because I've already have the if I can get hold of it, I already have the cables that would connect to the port on the bike. It's just the software that just doesn't seem to be compatible with the MacBook. So anyway, so the next video you're going to see, I'm going to be performing this service, and I'm going to try and walk through it. And then when the valves need checking, I'm also going to go around to do that and put it on video, because it doesn't seem to be too many videos around explaining those sort of things. And then with the cam belts as well, I'll put a video out for those, but obviously not till it's due, because according to the schedule, the where are we? The the belt timing belt change isn't due until 15,000 miles or 2 years. But yeah, there's no way I'm doing the belts on a bike that's done, under 4,000 miles. It's just not happening. But I will be getting around to doing those. So I'm going to leave that video there. So yeah, what do you think?